Hello students, welcome to our English class. Today we are going to discuss a poem, A Prayer for My Daughter by W B Yeats. He wrote the poem in 1919, just 2 days after the birth of his daughter Annie. The poem is included in his 1921 collection Michael Roberts and the Dancer. In the poem, a speaker prays about the type of woman he hopes his daughter will become and the kind of life he hopes she will have. At its core, the poem expresses a father's heartfelt wishes for his newborn daughter. In a larger sense, A Prayer for My Daughter is a rich, complex reflection on the joys and struggles of parenthood. If we look at the form and structure of the poem, we find that the poem is written in the lyric form containing 8 line stanzas. Each stanza follows a regular rhyme scheme of AA, BB, CD, DC. The poem follows a metrical structure that alternates between iambic pentameter and trochaic pentameter. The poem is structured as a poet's appeal to God and to his daughter on how he wants her to be like as she grows up. Now let's take a look at the theme of the poem. The poem portrays the theme of love and anxiety of a father. It also presents poet's hopes for his daughter and his expectation of her becoming a very beautiful woman. The speaker is the poet himself talking to his daughter. The poem is conversational and didactic in tone with varying emotions of gloom, uncertainty, hope, and fear. Overall, the poem is emotional and sentimental. Now let's go stanza wise for fuller understanding of the poem. The poem opens with a storm raging while the speaker's child is sleeping, protected by her cradle. The next lines contain a description of the land surrounding the child's home, only a Gregory's wood and a small hill with a haystack on it protect the home during strong winds from the Atlantic Ocean. The speaker explains he has been walking and praying because of his gloomy thoughts for the past hour. While walking and praying, the speaker has been listening to the wind hitting the tower where he lives, a bridge, and trees above a stream. The speaker imagines the future and compares it to a dancer coming out of the sea like the wind. In the next stanza, the speaker prays his daughter be given beauty, but not too much, as excessive beauty would cause unwanted attention from strangers, cause his daughter to believe beauty is more important than other qualities like kindness and rightness, and leave her friendless. The speaker uses Helen of Troy for an example of excessive beauty. The judgment of Paris from a Greek myth is discussed here. Helen's beauty is the reason Paris chose Aphrodite for the winner of his judgment. Aphrodite in turn chose Hephaestus. The decisions surrounding these beautiful women are examples of how a symbol of bountiful beauty, the horn of plenty, is ruined. In the next stanza, the speaker returns to praying for qualities he wants his daughter to learn, focusing on manners. He believes a kind demeanor will make a woman who is not excessively beautiful still somewhat attractive to the right suitor. Foolish men often value beauty, but most men will stick beside the woman who values kindness. Further, the speaker compares his daughter to a tree. He hopes her thoughts will resemble a bird, or in other words, that she will be entertaining. Also, the speaker prays she will be rooted, that is, she will have a long term home. Next, the speaker reflects on how loving excessively beautiful women has stagnated his mind. He is only certain that hate will ruin the chances a woman has and reverts to the bird metaphor. The absence of hate will allow the bird to stay on its leaf in the tree, or in other words, have a home. The speaker's condemnation of hate is narrowed to intellectual hatred in the following stanza. He believes a woman's hateful opinions can ruin even a bounty of beauty. He repeats the symbol of a corrupted horn of plenty to describe this. Returning to the storm imagery, he compares hateful speech to the wind. In the next stanza, the poem changes direction and looks at what an absence of hate brings, a deep-rooted innocence of the soul. The soul can amuse itself and enact the will of heaven. Once she has rediscovered the soul's innocence, his daughter must remain happy despite any metaphoric or literal storm. The speaker prays his daughter will find a husband who will provide her with a proper home. To the speaker, ceremony and custom are the only places where one can find beauty and innocence. He defines ceremony and beauty as the horn of plenty, and custom and innocence as a victorious laurel tree, hearkening back to the stable home of the lineed bird. So, friends, this was the discussion of the poem A Prayer for My Daughter. Hope you understood it. Thank you very much. See you in another video.